Welcome back to Stocklabs for another market recap. We'll go through the week that ended June and kicked off July. Today's July 4th. Happy 4th of July to everybody out there. And let's get started. So, last week we kind of said that the market still owed us a bit of a rally. I think we said around 2%. Based on the oversold signal from the 17th that we had finishing out its cycle. So we got that in the major indices. The Qs were up about 2.6, 2.7%. S&P up 1.7%. Russell didn't do quite well. IWM was down around 1.3%. So you saw a pretty clear divergence in the market across, as far as what was carrying it. We did say that the top pick from intelligence in the last recap was FNGU, so 3 times FANG. And the mega cap tech stocks were really the ones that carried the load all week. I mean, they were the only ones consistently working day to day. If we go into our industries, so across the board, pretty weak. This is one day, so if I go to 1 week, so for the whole past week, everything sort of struggled. Healthcare stuck out big to the downside, down 2%. Even the rest of technology, outside of maybe SaaS, was still weak, down 1%. Services down, basic materials down, everything down. Industrials and financials kind of hung in. The financials might be, the banks were probably down, but this might be other type of financial stuff. Maybe REITs and things like that are still rolled up in there. As far as the subsectors, we had solar up big. I think this is probably carried by like JKS had a big week, 30% up, and then there were several that were up double digits. If anything else sticks out, no, a lot of stuff, 2-3%, whatever, and then the rest is sort of mixed. And the worst performers, drugstores. Cannabis. We thought cannabis might get a bounce because it had an intelligence. One of the weed ETFs had good intelligence score, but that didn't play out, so didn't quite get that. And then the rest is pretty broad, but you see a lot of the healthcare stocks, or a lot of healthcare sectors, are obviously peppered in here because healthcare was down big, and the rest is sort of, I don't know. There's nothing really to be said for the rest of that. If we go to, if we separate it out by market cap, which I like to do. So market cap, and start at 1 to 5 billion. Week to date. Okay, this is wrong. So what's wrong with it? Oh, we had some IPOs get added in here that are sort of skewing the data. So let me just clean this up. IPO. And what I'm going to do is, so these are, I'm just going to take these out of the screen and then reset this. So those stocks are not included in the screen now. Okay. So 1 to 5 billion, down 1.3%. So that looks pretty much like IWM. If we go to mid caps, up 0.3%. Why is this going live? All right, I'm back. up 0.3% for 5 to 10 billion, 10 to 50 billion, up 0.6%. So you can see as we climb up the cap spectrum that performance is getting a little better. Okay, that's wrong. Oh, we have DD in here. I'll just take that out since brand new IPO. 0.4% for 50 to 100. And what do we have? Terra is, yeah, 1.84%. So you can, no. Why are you updating like this? Okay, 0.9% for Terra Caps. So yeah, Terra Caps big outperformer for the week, which we sort of could infer from just watching the price action day to day throughout the week. So that sort of backs it up. Looking forward, kind of, I mean, this is a week week. So you can sort of interpret it one of two ways, is that this is sort of just a underlying weakness in the market and the indices are going to reflect that in the coming week. Or you could say that the indices held up and this is just a little bit of a stealth correction under the surface, and a lot of these industries will play some catch up in the coming week. Now, I'm going to go to the intelligence screener I have just to check. Okay, so the top rated ETFs, which we can sort of extrapolate out sectors from them, retail, small caps, transports. Yeah, those are the top three. And so this is really looking for a little bit of a mean reversion in the real economy type stocks to play a little catch up with, tech leading, and maybe a bit of mean reversion is due on these particular sectors. I'll check intelligence on just the Qs, and still looks pretty good. I mean, 1-2% rally in the next 5 days. It's a 4-day week coming up because Monday's off. So short weeks generally don't provide much action, whether it's, starting late or if they're ending early, like on a Thursday or something. It's just, I don't know, it's just the way it is. So I think what you can probably play for is the mean reversion trade up in the sectors that lagged in the past week. Maybe tech cools off a little bit and just chops around, or, it could just keep grinding higher along with everything else. But if tech goes up and the other stuff goes up, then you're looking at a pretty big week in the markets, which I don't know if it'll be a big week. So one or the other will likely work, and you'll probably know on Tuesday what the game plan is going to sort of look like. Trying to think if there's anything else. No, that's it. There's a video on the oversold signal that we got, and so take a look at that. We will be back on Tuesday. So enjoy the long weekend and see you next time.